guys, Rudolph Vomit, and today I'm playing in the VK100.01P, and in a matchup like this, the VK100.01P, a tier 8 heavy tank leading to the mouse, will probably be, if not the most powerful, a very powerful and influential tank. This is an incredibly well armored tier 8 heavy that packs a hell of a punch with a 105 gun, or 105mm gun that, strangely enough, does 440 damage. Penetration is 220 on the standard, and when you fire APCR, that goes up to 260. That's very good. Not to mention, as this tank does lead onto the mouse, the armor on this thing is absolutely incredible. The whole armor is 200mm on the front, 130 on the side, and 120 on the rear. The turret armor is 230 on the front, 160 on the side, and 140 on the rear. Wow. You know, if you think about it, the mouse, before its buff, or before it's going to get buffed, only had 240mm of turret armor on the front. This thing, being 2 tiers lower and having only 10mm less, that's really phenomenal. And that cupola on the top, that's just as strong as the side of the turret, if not the front. So do not be fooled by the cupola. It is flat, but you just have a good enough chance shooting at the cheeks of this tank as you would have shooting at the cupola. As you can clearly see, someone tried to do it, but someone failed miserably. And in a matchup where there's only 2 tier 8s on each team, one of which unfortunately on the enemy team is a T-32, the VK100.01P becomes a total rock star. And I'm going to show you guys exactly that. So we're here on a game on mines, or not mines, Malinovka. So it took me a while to get up the hill, but now that I've got up the hill, I feel very comfortable just sitting here, because I also forgot to mention, if it isn't already blatantly obvious, there's no artillery. And this thing, going only at 20 kilometers an hour, and only having a power to weight ratio of about 10, is very slow. So artillery loves to chew away at this thing and totally negate its amazing armor. But now there's no artillery, and one, well, tank destroyer, who's not really that fearsome, I feel totally safe just angling like this. I feel I don't even need any cover, because the T-32, while it is good, well, he's not hull down, and his penetration is very lackey. And so if I just abuse the armor of this tank and the gun, then I'll be able to fight him. So we've already steamrolled our way over the hill. We're trying to pick apart this T-32. While the DPM on this tank is a sad 1835. Well, actually that's not that sad. The gun does do 440 on a 105, which is impressive. So you can hit your enemies hard. You won't be killing them too quickly, but you can definitely do a nice amount of damage to them and slowly kill them. And that's what I think a heavy tank should be about. So it seems fitting that this heavy tank leads to the mouse, because this is a lot like how you will be playing the mouse, only the mouse has better side-scraping abilities, and it doesn't have a cupola. So we finish off the T-32. My buddy Pickle Nut Hot Dog and the Lycan is calling out for help from that T-29 who's shooting him at the bottom of the hill. So I'm going to go down and see if I can deal with him. Of course, this tank is pretty slow. Power weight ratio, not very good. Top speed only 20 kilometers, so I do what I can. Looks like I finish off the T-29 and move on to the rest of these tanks. We're about halfway through the match. Teams are pretty much evenly matched, and I haven't even taken a single hit yet. Put a good round in that Tiger P. He wasn't looking at us at all. And I feel totally comfortable in this tank just doing this. Now, if I was in a tier 10 match, the case would be totally different. And it looks like someone finally managed to put a round through me. We finish off the Tiger P. But in a tier 10 match, this tank is still very powerful. It's just not as powerful in a matchup like this. So you see me angling here against those tanks down by the river, by their base. Going around for this Tiger, but he likes to play Ring Around the Rosie. Muffed a shot at the VK. That's the thing I don't like about the replay system too much. You can't like go into first person, see all the ribbons, see all the damage that the person's done. That's the only complaint I really have, but besides that, it works pretty well. Took another hit there, flicking the tiger again. It looks like he's trying to run away. It looks like he knows our armor will hold up. But our team is slowly melting. Unfortunately, the guy's 6 on the other side, taking on 2 tanks. Put a round into that VK, finish him off. I'm trying to kill this tiger, but it looks like he just got under that ridge line right before I reloaded, because the rate of fire on this thing is so slow. So I turn my attention elsewhere, get in cover from him to take on these smaller tanks over here. Now in this replay, not everything is spotted. I know that it may look like that, but that's only because my camera, when I zoom out, it shows all the enemies. Those enemies down by that tiger down by the lake, and some of those enemies on the other side that I'm shooting at aren't spotted. So don't be fooled by that. Earlier you might have noticed that all the tanks were on both sides of the team were all spotted, or all visible, but that's not the case. Some of them weren't spotted. So I'm angling just as an overkill against these tier 6s. Stritzvon bounces around, bounces another round, put a round into him, bounces another round, and bounces his whole clip. But there was really no hope for him anyway. And now it's just me versus the world. 1 versus 6. You know, usually when it comes to me and carrying, this doesn't go so well, but let's see how this turns out. Finish off the Stritzvon. Alright, turn our attention to this tiger who's growing the balls to come back. I'll just go to T40. If he gets around me, it's all over. My rate of fire is pretty slow, but it doesn't look like he's too eager. So we finish him off. And now, the tiger and the motherland, I believe, are pushing us from the front, while that tank destroyer and the 1357 flank me from the back. Now, the 1357 I've been having a lot of issues with lately because it's so good. It just unloads so quickly and can do such module damage. I'm trying to finish off this tiger while I get the killing blow. Looks like he's trying to run away again, but it's not going to happen this time. So I'm going to try to get this motherland, but that 1357 does sneak up on me. And this is bad. This is very bad. 1357 does a lot of damage very quickly. Put a good round on that motherland. 1357 is still unloading on me. That tank destroyer isn't too eager, which is good. I probably would have been dead by now. We get another one in the motherland. Yep. Not enough to finish him. Really slow rate of fire. My engine is damaged. That 1357 might reload. Come on, this will be our Radleys. Oh. Well, you can't win them all, boys. But I have to say, for a tier 8 heavy tank, that's a pretty good match. I was satisfied. Even though I had lost and I had the potential to get a pools, my first pools, and a Calibanov's. Well, you can't have everything sometimes. But to be honest, I can't really complain with those results. I had really good matchmaking. I had a really good tank. I had a really good game. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.